for the people on the radio.
That's right.
If you're on Facebook, you don't hear this right now.
That's right. Goodbye, Facebook Live.
Goodbye.
All right, Mikey Martineau.
Always enjoy coming on. We'll have to make this a weekly thing now.
Right, we have a spot open now because Eric has left the show.
Yes.
Yes, he has.
So we do have a spot.
You have to try out with Christian Lacoste.
Oh, jeez.
Oh!
I haven't seen that guy for a while.
Oh, he works over at Cesario's.
Really?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
He was in yesterday.
Yeah.
Talking about getting on the
match
talk
show?
about getting back on the morning show.
Oh, he looks like he's on the yes list too. So I don't know.
Because he no-showed on Tuesday, I think.
He just wanted you to say his name, so we put his name on the list.
All right, Daryl. Well, listen, have a great day. It's going to be hot.
You too.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Have a great time tonight on the Weekly Die On.
Should be great.
That's right. John Clayton tonight. Oh, my God.
Wear your mask. You're killing Grandma.
Absolutely.
All right, folks. Adios. Have a great day. It's going to be hot, hazy hot and humid out there. Have a great Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah.
Adios.
Join me, Matt Connarton, weekdays, 4 to 6 p.m. live for a discussion about politics where we put aside labels like liberal and conservative and have a discussion about truth and what's really happening in the world.
This is Ben Dion of the Weekly Dion. Just remind you to listen to the show every Thursday night live at 6 p.m. We talk about everything Manchester, from history to current events, exactly what's going on in Manchester with our special guests every week.
This hour on WMNH is sponsored by CGI Business Solutions, located at 5 Dartmouth Drive in Auburn. They serve all your business needs, including employee benefits planning, corporate design and business administration, investments and wealth management, and customized business insurance solutions. Their phone number is 866-841-4600 or on the web at cgibusinesssolutions.com.
Come on down to the Hop Knot at 1000 Elm Street, Manchester's premier craft beer and gourmet pretzel bar. Tell us more, Trudy.
We make our dough fresh every day. We make a variety of styles of pretzels and serve craft beer, cocktails, and a few bottles of wine. We do the traditional pretzel, and we have multiple flavors for that. We also do stuffed pretzels, pretzel sandwiches, 3 dessert pretzels, and pretzel knots.
The Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street.
You are listening to WMNHLP, Manchester's radio, broadcasting at 95.3 megahertz frequency modulation from the top of 1000 Elm Street. Our studios are located at 1045 Elm Street and licensed to Manchester Public Television Service in Manchester, New Hampshire, USA. Contact us by email at WMNH953@gmail.com or through our website at WMNHradio.org.
And maybe that's a question you should ask China.
No, it sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain. Girl, I'm leaving you tomorrow. Seems to me, girl, you know I've done all I can. You see a big store to borrow. Yeah, that's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning. Yeah, yeah. That's why I'm easy like Sunday morning. I wanna be high, so high. I wanna be free to know the things I do alright. I wanna be free, just me.
Don't ask me, ask China that question, okay? Like Sunday morning, yeah, yeah. That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning.
everybody. Welcome. Here we go. It's that time again. Matt Connarton Unleashed. If I sound out of breath, it's because I realized I just left my water. You know, every day I fill in my, if you're watching online, you can see I fill in my water bottle and in the bubbler. I think that's what we called it when I was in school, the bubbler. And I left it out there. I didn't come back with it because I also used the restroom. So there you go. So I was like, I realized it like right before I was about to hit the theme music. I was like, oh no, I think I have just enough time. So anyway, here we are. It's Matt Connarton Unleashed. We are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 in Manchester, streaming at WMNHradio.org and on the Facebook on the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. And I'm not alone, my friends. First, oh, you know who he is. It's going to be an easy show today. Haha, yes.
Time to play the game. It's all about the game, and how you play it.
There he is at the news desk, the best newsman in the business.
Hello, everybody.
Easy G, Eric Gagnon. I always have to turn your mic up loud. You always end up far away from it.
I'm right here.
I know, but somehow it's weird. You're the only one it happens to. It's like the microphone just like gradually moves away from you during the show. It's very strange.
Can you hear me? Testing?
Yeah. Oh, I can hear you.
All right.
I can hear you. Yes, yes. Easy G, of course. Lots of. Oh, I see a folder. There's no doubt important documents in there. That's.
Well, I don't know how important they are.
Very, very exciting. Well, you know, we'll pretend they're important.
All right. Well, just for the sake of the show, we'll consider them important.
Wonderful, wonderful. And that's not all, my friends. There he is over there in the corner, the man in yellow. Sitting by the giant cardboard Peter Whitehead. Yes. I'm not used to anyone sitting in that chair. I turned on the wrong mic. You're way far from your mic. There we go. There we go. That's better. I was going to say, are you new here? Is it your first day?
It is in this corner.
Yeah, you're not usually in the corner. Nobody puts John Hopwood in the corner.
It's 90 degrees.
Yes.
And Easy G beat me here to the table.
Yes.
He's got the fan.
That's right, he does. That's the fan that Jenny brought in, yes.
Yes, very nice on a hot day today.
Somebody's looking in your window.
Yes. That looks like Ginger. Actually, I don't know. Oh, well.
Ginger?
Do you have a guest?
No. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. That happens sometimes. You know, well, I'm not going to get into it now, but, of course, today is Thursday, July 9, the year of our Lord and the year of our Unix, 2020. And it is very warm in here. I had to decide when I got here because you could tell the air conditioning had been on all day because it was sort of cool in here, but it's getting hotter. But it's like 112 degrees outside. Do you guys know that recently it was 100 degrees in Siberia? 100 degrees.
That darn global warming.
Oh, it's not global warming, it's climate change.
Hey, can I switch to this microphone?
Yeah.
This one doesn't sound good.
Oh, okay. Well, let me mute that one. You can...
I think I broke that microphone years ago.
You broke it years ago?
I tripped on it one time. I got up and I tripped and fell.
How's this one?
And Peter White had the tape up. You see there's some purple tape.
Oh, yeah.
I
can hear myself better on this one.
That's my fault.
Yeah, well, with that one too, you can move it without because the other one's on a mic stand, so every time you move, it's like clunk, clunk, clunk.
Oh, and these go to the.
Yes. It sounds like Easy G when he hangs up the phone at the end of a call.
Yeah, I don't know why that phone does that.
Clunk, 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 clunk. It's your Obama phone.
Yeah, I got it right here. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, show us your for people watching online. Show us your Obama phone. That looks like a nice phone.
Why would you have an Obama phone?
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a real thing until recently. I thought it was a right-wing joke. John's got the Trump money in the corner there.
Yeah.
Let's see. So the number to call, of course, 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. You can send us a text at 617-917-4476. Tweet me at Matt Connarton or send an email to matt@ipmnation.com. But the best thing to do, of course, is to give us a call at 603-250-6007. You can also, of course, interact and opine in the Facebook live chat. Mike Pelopita, who is a top fan, looks like he's the first one in today. He says, "Good afternoon, guys."
I have a question that came in.
A question that came in where? On your phone?
Right.
Do you have an Obama phone?
No, this is but there is a connection to the Democratic Party. A certain state rep who doesn't want her name to be known is asking me, she says, "Hey, Eric is really cool looking with that shirt on. Do you see side boob?" Not from my angle.
Right. No, I don't see any either.
No.
I think there was a period of time because I've heard actually I do. Oh, yeah.
You sure it's side or frontal?
It's on. Well, it's more from the front. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. But I mean, he's got those enormous pectoral muscles peeking out there. It's going to happen.
A future consumer of the Manzier Company. Or is it called the Bro?
I think now they call it the Bro.
Right.
Which is very sexist. I object to that. But, Eric, of course, he's pharmaceutically enhanced, as we like to say. Right, EZG?
Oh, whatever you say, Matt.
Thank you. Ooh, I like that. I like your style, EZG. He's our entertainment reporter. Peter White finally gave him up.
Oh.
Yes, yep. He's officially the entertainment reporter.
So why do you want the secondhand news?
I like that song. Secondhand news,
too.
Yeah.
But he's secondhand news.
Are you secondhand news, EZG?
Why would I be secondhand news?
Because you've been rejected by God, a.k.a. Peter White.
Oh,
well.
Radio God.
Right. Not the God. That would be...
small G-O-D. We're not talking about God of the Magamites who will be here en masse. En masse? Well,
it will be like it being in mass when they're in Portsmouth at the big rally, yes.
Unless the TikTok brigade from China manages to,
Yeah, Saturday's supposed to be like
attention.
a washout, so I'm wondering if that will decrease the crowd.
It's a question you should ask China.
I hope so. I hope it's torrential rains and,
it's
because...
supposed to be heavy rain.
That's good. Yeah, I hope that keeps people away.
I don't know about 8 o'clock, though.
He has a built-in
excuse.
Talking
about Friday night into Saturday morning, so the rain might decrease by the nighttime. But we'll have to wait and see. You never know with the weather in New England.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting to see how much cases spike here.
It's nice that it's
I hope not.
so sunny and hot because that's supposed to wipe out COVID, right?
Oh, right. When it's sunny and hot, it's just going to wash through.
Right.
Yeah.
Siberians
any
should
day
be
now.
on their knees,
That's
happy.
True. That's true. They should be, yes.
So why is it increasing? Like 2 days ago, it was 60,000 cases.
Oh, yeah. It's spiking.
But it's saying the death rate's going down. Even though the spikes are going up, the death rate's going down because people getting it are younger.
Right. Yeah. Because it's younger people are the most likely to go, oh, I don't care if I get it. I'm going to go engage in all kinds of reckless behavior and breathe in people's faces. What do I care?
So they're more resilient than people over 60, and particularly seniors, who are our most vulnerable population.
Yeah. And as a society and a culture, we become less and less empathetic and more narcissistic, which is not something I'm just, pulling out of my backside. As sociologists have been talking about that and writing about it for a couple decades now. I mean, that explains why, you can go out here and hardly anyone's wearing a mask because trying to get people to actually care about others is almost impossible.
I was in the market basket on Elm Street. It was unbelievable.
What? Just
hardly anybody had a mask.
Yeah.
I really felt.
Yeah.
I don't usually get upset about that stuff.
Yeah.
But I was looking at vegetables and stuff, and suddenly I'm with 4 people all crowding in, Not one wearing a mask.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it.
Right.
Also, somebody that works at a medical office that's just opened up again. I'm not going to tell you the details, of course, of who she is or where she works, but she's astounded that people, after all these months, that they have to wait to let them in for treatment.
Yeah.
They're all like outraged. Then they're calling in to complain, not even knowing that the person now that is taking the call isn't even there.
Right.
Their receptionists they don't have them anymore.
Right.
It's a service that handles it. And people are coming up and says, "Can I use the bathroom?"
Yeah.
But she's just shocked that after all these months, nothing seems to have gotten through to people.
Yeah.
And we're talking about middle class people in Manchester.
Yeah. It's just, narcissism and selfishness. And, everybody would be wearing masks if we knew that masks, protected ourselves from it. But because it's all about protecting other people, because asymptomatic spread is rampant, people just don't care.
The anti-intellectualism in America makes that argument. It just makes it doesn't fly.
It's so frustrating.
The idea that they can't get around the asymptomatic transmission.
Yeah.
One of the unholy trinity we can't name was on TV denouncing that whole concept.
Oh, of course.
And not the flamboyant one with the great hair. That Joel Elber thought was a wig.
Uh-huh.
But, you have to understand Joel. Peter once told me he thinks everybody has a wig.
Oh, really?
And sure enough, in the morning show, he used to ask people, "Is that a toupee?"
Did he really? Oh, that's funny.
Joel.
Yeah. Joel the Moose Elber. We all miss the moose.
But how dumb can people be? I guess we're finding out.
Yes.
Yeah, pretty dumb.
Hello to, Wayne Noel, all the way from Michigan. He's a top fan. He's in the Facebook live chat. Jenny is in the Facebook live chat with us.
Hi, Jenny.
Rocky Huber, who is a top fan, says Easy G should clear all that stuff off the desk so you can admire his godlike physique with half of it covered.
Oh, boy.
Wow. He sits over there flexing. It's really remarkable.
I can't even.
Look at that.
I'm just happy where I'm sitting. I can't see Daryl, the mesmerizing face of Daryl.
Yes, for those of you watching online, you can see, of course, the mesmerizing portrait of Daryl Dion.
Oh my God, I can see it on your screen, and it's much more mesmerizing online.
It's the mustache. It's all the mustache. The power of the stash.
Is that what happened to Steve?
The wonderful painting. Steve, of course, the mustache of John Bolton. Yes. I wonder how Steve feels about John Bolton writing that book. Or did Steve actually write the book? Does he truly control all of John Bolton's words and actions?
Well, you're a fine one to talk. When Steve sent you his song based on the Creedence song, Rolling on the River, and you 86'd it for it being so distasteful.
Yeah, well, I try to run a program that's in good taste. Always very tasteful. But seriously, look at Easy G's rippling muscles. It's amazing. You're so modest.
I try.
I know you do.
Are you flexing your buttocks now? Because I see the chair quivering.
Yeah, you look like you're clenching. You're flexing them glutes.
Do you always have to do the isometric exercises? Like, who is the guy, Charles Atlas?
Oh, yes.
Were you like a 98-pound weakling when you were with your wife and you took her like to Hampton Beach and somebody kicked sand? One of those guys in those little bikini Speedos, they call them now.
Yes.
He kicked sand. Is that how you lost your wife?
No.
You remember the comic books that used to have those ads?
I remember those.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
They went back to like the 30s.
Yeah.
And they still had them in the 70s.
Oh,
and 80s.
yeah. I wasn't even a comic book guy, but I do remember, I had a couple comic books, and I remember those in the back, yeah. Yeah, is that what happened? You were on the beach with your wife, and some bully kicked sand, and you didn't bother to defend her, and she said, "That's it, I'm leaving."
Look at the look on his face.
No.
He was the bully.
Were you the bully? Did you kick sand in somebody's face?
He kicked sand in his wife's face.
You kicked sand in your wife's face? Is that why the restraining order? You kicked sand in your wife's face?
No, it's a lot more complicated than that.
Okay. So it wasn't at the beach.
We didn't throw a rock at her or something. Because, those are rocky. If you go up the Rye, it's It's rocks.
Right, yeah. No?
No.
Look at it. Now everything's quivering over there.
Well.
It's like the Hulk. I'm
Well,
starting
we don't want
to
him
get
to.
scared.
We don't want him to Hulk up on us. We don't want that. Mike Pelopita says Easy needs a fan on his desk. Well, there is a fan there, EasyG.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jenny brought that in, but you're free to use
Don't
it.
forget to mention our fine sponsors.
Yes, the Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street. Thank you, EasyG. That's why you're the best newsman in the business.
I see they're open today.
They are, yes. They're open Wednesday through Sunday currently. We celebrated John Hopwood's birthday at the Hop Knot.
Yes, we did.
Yes, with delicious pretzels and craft beer. They have wine. They have trivia night now every Wednesday night. Jenny was talking about putting a team together and having you on it because of your encyclopedic knowledge.
Oh.
Well, you do. You know. Can you believe the amount of knowledge in this man's head?
It is pretty amazing.
Are they going to ask questions like who was the author of the famous text Pour Marx? Which means 4 marks, by the way.
Well, obviously.
Louis Althusser.
Of course. We all know that. That's an easy one.
It is.
Yes, yes. But,
He actually strangled his wife, by the way. But because he was one of the most distinguished intellectuals of France, they let him get away with it. Well, not in the fact he was insane.
Right, yeah. Well, that's, I mean, I think you could consider that an extenuating circumstance.
You dedicate your life to studying Marxism in France, and these things happen.
Well, at least he wasn't throwing rocks at her at Rye Beach. That's all I can say.
No. It was even more tragic.
That's pretty low.
She never even got the chance to for the restraining order.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
All this French gossip from 40 years ago. That's scintillating radio, if you ask me. It's like we're back in PBS in 1969.
Wow. PBS.
Sunrise semester.
Those were the salad days of PBS. Mike Pelopita says, EasyG, you need someone with a big fern fanning you. A scantily clad lady, I think it would be the idea. Would you like that?
Right.
Since when have you become
he likes that idea.
gender specific?
Well, that's true.
You're genderist.
I don't mean to be genderist in these politically correct times.
It could be whatever.
Right, that's true.
Could be Daryl will be coming soon. Maybe. Oh, that's not good. That didn't turn out right.
How would you feel about
Daryl will be in the studio.
right. How would you feel about that, EasyG? Daryl Dion fanning you with a giant fern.
I think it should be the other way around.
I don't think you do it.
Do you find the mustache off-putting?
I'll bet. What happened to the Trump note? I'll bet a 2020 Trump bill that he won't do it.
That he won't do it? Well, I don't think we even have a giant fern. Do we have a giant fern, EasyG?
I don't see one.
Can you look in your fanny pack? Is that a fanny pack? What do you call that bag there?
Yeah, fanny pack, yep.
Oh, it is a fanny pack.
That's one big fanny. No wonder why he's flexing his buttocks all the time.
It's a big fanny. What do you have, Kim Kardashian in there? I see what I did there. Yeah, I know,
Don't
right?
get me started yawning again.
Oh, you've been yawning for. Why are you so tired today?
I don't know. It's the heat.
Yes, it is the heat.
Gotta blame it on something.
That's right. Miriam Banish is in the Facebook live chat. She says, "Good afternoon, everyone." Brian Mackey, all the way from Idaho, and of course, host of the No More Excuses podcast, as you can see if you're watching online, my lovely hat. He says, you're going to have to put EasyG back on the S list for wearing the muscle shirt. I don't know. We kind of encourage. Well, wait a minute now. That does have sleeves. They're just very short.
You're right. This one does have a little bit of sleeve. You're right.
They're like, but it's like halfway between a short sleeve shirt and a tank top. That's weird.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
Maybe it's been riding up.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, that would make sense. It rides up his biceps. Mike Pelopita says, "Sun's out, guns out." That's right, huh? Well, it is the summer.
It is summertime.
Brad Mackey says, Peter said, no, LOL. Is that why you're no longer the entertainment reporter on the morning show? Because you keep showing up with your big guns?
Maybe, yeah.
Yes.
Could be.
Yes. Bobby Champagne says nobody over 30 should wear those. Well, not many people over 30 have the body of EasyG.
Yeah, that's probably what people are just jealous out there.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. He laughs knowingly. DJ Midas liking the Faith No More. If you noticed, I opened with Easy, originally recorded by Lionel Richie, but I opened with the version recorded by Faith No More.
Is he still alive?
Lionel Richie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just did the American Idol there.
I don't watch television.
No.
Not since 1975.
You haven't watched television since 1975?
There's only so much you could take of Happy Days. That's when I realized that was the number one show, I think, or close to it. So this is really stupid.
Well, so did
and that's before it jumped the shark.
You stopped watching it before it jumped the shark. Wow.
Right, I've never seen that episode.
Wow. Oh.
I remember.
I know it's on the TV.
Oh, jeez, I'm going to come in here and wipe all the memory banks out.
You're not a fan of Virtual John Hopwood?
No. Who?
Sounded like he was.
Say who?
Virtual John Hopwood. It sounded like he was agreeing with you.
What's so bad about not watching TV?
Nothing.
It's insipid.
No. How do you feel about that, Easy G? You're a viewer
He's
of television.
a television guy.
Do you feel it's insipid?
I watch too much TV.
You recognize that you
he
watch
loves
too
the
much
commercials.
TV. Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You like the infomercials?
Oh.
No.
He's done infomercials this time.
Does Suzanne Summers still do the Thigh Master?
No, but
I haven't seen that one in a while.
He used to do the Bullworker on Channel 9 when it was still in black and white. It was this kind of device, kind of plasticky.
Yeah.
You push it in, it had like these plastic straps.
Oh.
You know, he'd be selling it for like $39.99. Be lucky if it lasted 10 days.
Right.
And you only had a week before you sent it back.
Oh, really?
He was a shameless huckster.
Yeah.
Him and Uncle Gus.
Oh. I was on the
Yeah.
Uncle Gus show once.
You were?
I was, yeah.
I want a memorial to Uncle Gus. I actually even tried to get that years ago. But the only person that ever said anything was Keith Hirschman. He said, I thought that they should name, there's this really short street near Granite Street, Bedford Street, that's just a parking lot. There's nothing there. And MUR, the new MUR is there. But he said usually they put a plaque where, you know, like the studio used to be.
Oh, okay.
Down there. And I said, did it really matter? But that kind of went nowhere. And somebody saying that they were Uncle Gus's relatives wanted to like control everything. So
yeah,
it didn't go anywhere. But you know, and now how many people remember Uncle Gus? I'm surprised you do.
Yeah, I just remember because I was just a little kid, and I barely remember, but it was
on the air forever.
But yeah, it was either a Saturday morning or I think it taped Saturday mornings and then aired on Sunday.
It used to be every day when I was a kid.
Oh,
I think if people remember, I remember my next door neighbors being on it, and they used to go to every kid in the audience. And so they go to Jerry, the kid brother, and he's crying. And then his brother Tommy, who's got this look in his face, and I knew that Tommy had just hit him because he's about to have the camera on him.
Yeah.
Were you on there, John?
No. My parents didn't partake in such things, like driving you down to Uncle Gus.
Bobby Champagne says, Easy, that Peter said to save... he saw a side boob once, and since then, I try not to watch. Oh.
I wonder, wasn't Peter on Uncle Gus?
I think he was.
I think he was.
Yep.
And he's like taller than everybody there.
Yep.
Miriam Banish, who is a top fan, says watching Easy G style his hair is kind of zen. Yeah, you do like to comb that hair of yours.
Well, it gets itchy, so.
Right. Oh, so you use the comb to scratch your head.
The sweat.
The sweat, yes.
Have you picked out a new maple flavored syrup for your pancakes, Easy G?
Pancakes?
Yeah. Since Aunt Jemima's going the way of all flesh.
Don't get me started. I don't want to go back on the S list.
Oh, right. We should review. You're not on here currently? Oh, you're not on here currently.
Put him down for the side boob.
Watch what I say.
It's tempting. No, we should review the S list quickly. I'm surprised you haven't been on here yet, John.
I don't come by as often as I used to.
That's true. So at the top of the S list currently, we have Gonzo. Why is Gonzo on there? I can't even remember now.
just because he deserves to
I
be.
think it was a no-call, no-show one.
That's right. He was a no-call, no-show. Peter had put him on there. It was for Peter's
He
show.
wanted to be off the. Peter was going to take him off the S list, but Gonzo decided I want to stay on the S list.
Right.
For some strange reason.
He's proud of his delinquency. He wants to remain on there. That guy. Next is Veronette March, who was a no-call, no-show recently.
Yep.
On your list
for
or
my
on
for
Peter?
my show.
She was on a couple weeks ago, wasn't she?
No.
And you know what's funny about
thought
that?
she was.
You know what's funny about that is coincidentally on the morning show, they were reviewing what happened 1 year ago on the morning show, and 1 year ago today on the morning show, Veronette was supposed to be. This was when she was still Priscilla. She was supposed to be on the morning show that day with Peter, and she didn't show up.
Yep.
So
I thought I saw her on your show recently.
hopefully she'll bring food. Not recently.
Huh.
No. Daniel Zerone, the guy who tried to start that trouble on the Facebook, he remains on here. And Christian Lacoste is on here for also pulling a no-call, no-show one day. Apparently he got out of work late, which I understand, but he does need to bring food to get off the list.
Didn't I hear him yesterday say he was unemployed?
No, he's unemployed as far as being in any kind of media. He wants to be Peter White's new entertainment reporter now that you are officially the property of Matt Connarton Unleashed, which we're very excited about.
All right.
And very relieved. So excited, in fact, I have something special for you.
Wow.
Oh, I thought it was that small baseball bat.
Nope.
Oh, yeah, I got a question for you, Matt. You
Yes.
saw all those special papers from that guy that ran for president, and I voted for him.
Oh, yes. Oh, you did?
I did. By accident.
Jeez. I think I'm going to have a panic attack now.
It was by accident, though.
I can't find them.
Hanging Chad?
The secret documents.
Did your side boob push you to, the wrong...
What's that guy's name again?
Comey.
All of a sudden,
Comey.
I can't. Oh.
Stephen Comey?
Calmly.
Yeah.
Calmly. And Matt?
Stephen.
Matt?
Haven't
I
heard
have
from him.
all the evidence here.
Haven't heard from him lately since he's not running for president.
Right, yeah. We only hear from him when he's running for something, which is very convenient.
Yeah.
Well, it's just as well. I'd be very embarrassed if he was here because my secret documents are, I think I did finally take them out of the bag, but they are under my pillow at home. The secret documents.
Hey,
Stephen Comley.
Are you going to the Trump rally?
I shan't be there.
Why not?
Well, I guess I'm just not much of an American. I don't support my president.
What about you, Easy G?
Oh, that and I don't want to get COVID.
I will not be going.
Yeah.
What, is there a reason?
Yeah, I have no way of getting down there.
Oh.
But if there was, would you go?
No, I don't want to. I don't want to be in big crowds right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're not much of a Trump supporter yourself.
No. What would be the reason?
Well, that's very well put. Very well put, my friend.
I covered his last rally here, along with Glenn R.J. Ouellette. We were part of the accredited media.
Ooh.
But I wouldn't want to go anywhere near that.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. Mike Pelopita in the Facebook live chat is asking, is that his entertainment report in the blue folder? Might be a long one.
Yeah, it goes out to 2023.
Wow.
It's not very. This looks like it's long, but it's not really.
Right. Do you put extra? Do you have secret oh my God! Do you have some of Stephen Comley's secret documents in that blue folder?
I do not. No.
Oh, okay. I got excited there. I thought maybe there were some secret documents that you had that I didn't have. He also gave Peter White a folder of secret documents, an envelope of such, but Peter filed them away.
Yeah, I think it was in the circular.
In the circular, he filed them in a place where no one would ever think to look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Miriam Banish says no more rallies. Jenny says it's going to thunder on their heads. Fitting, LOL. Yes, it could be very stormy on that day, hopefully. And I don't mean that as a pun about Stormy Daniels.
So Governor Sununu is going to greet him at the airport.
Yes.
But then he's going to leave.
Yes.
He's going to be wearing his mask.
Yes.
Right. He said he might see him afterward or something. And Governor Sununu said that he doesn't expect President Trump to have any one-on-one meetings with just, your average voter or anything. So he
Yeah.
Because even Trump could be an asymptomatic carrier.
He could.
Yeah.
He could. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I guess with the testing for they're starting with baseball, they'll start, then basketball. They're are they going to test them every day, Easy G? Or every couple days?
Something like that. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, because I guess you have to, because there's a lot of false, blown tests.
Well, every time I listen to, because I've actually been listening to a lot of sports talk radio, even though I don't care about sports itself, but it's been so engulfed by politics that it's actually interesting to me. Plus, I'm fascinated about how all these different leagues and their plans and so forth, as far as proceeding and trying to have some sort of season. And every time I turn on one of these shows, though, it's like, well, today, here's the updated list of even more athletes who've already tested positive for COVID-19. Yeah. And it's like, geez. And, they're going to get in this dome. Is it the NBA? They're going to be in a dome at Disney or something. It's going to be this.
It's
almost like
the bubble.
Yeah.
But what's going to be, at least they're trying to control it.
But what's going to.
Baseball is kind of ridiculous.
But what's going to end up happening, right? It's going to end up in there. There's going to be COVID. It's going to end up spreading within the bubble.
And, like Gonzo, we did a baseball show yesterday. And it's like Gonzo. He didn't think they're going to finish the season just because of what you're talking about.
Yeah.
They got 60-man rosters. Usually, up until the last month of the 6 months you play baseball, you only have 25. But they got to have 60 because there's no minor leagues even to bring people up from. Because the Fisher Cats, one of the good franchises, they didn't have a season this year. They say that minor league baseball lose half its teams.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And nobody really knows what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And people that have wives that are pregnant are opting out.
Oh, of course.
And
as they should.
But there's this to be determined if you're high risk and you decide not to play. You still get the prorated part of your contract. But if you're not considered high risk, you lose the money.
See, that's part of why I've been listening to. Yeah. I've been so fascinated by how all of that works.
And the labor negotiations over all this have been tremendous. Because baseball had a chance to jump the gun on everybody.
Yeah.
But you have to deal with the labor union. You have to deal with the lawyers. You have to deal with the insurance company. The insurance company has to deal with the reinsurance company.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the networks.
Yep.
Because that's the cash cow.
Yes.
But it's good. It's bizarre.
Yeah. It's fascinating to watch it all unfold.
But speaking of politics, I think the president is a perfect jackass for defending the Redskins.
Oh, I know.
I can't believe that name, even when back in university 40 years ago, it's such an offensive name.
But they are considering it now, right? They are considering
they're going to get rid of it.
You think so?
There's minority owners, and they're going to sell their share because of it. Because you have a syndicate that these teams are worth. The Red Sox is worth $3.3 billion. Mm-hmm. I think it's the number 3 rated franchise in baseball. But the Dallas Cowboys were worth $5 billion a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But not somebody who doesn't own the entire team. The Steinbrenners might have come close to having a huge chunk of the Yankees. So you have all these other owners. And because of the demands for racial equity, there's a lot of, you bring people in, minority owners, Easy G, what's the team in Miami? The Florida Marlins, right? And
I think so, yeah.
One of the owners is the great Derek Jeter, who's a Yankee.
Yeah.
Who's mixed race. And I don't know how much he owns, but they want to sell their share of the team, but it's the corporate sponsors. One of the big guys, what's that big FedEx, I think, says no. And the Indians are going to change their name. And it's time for that.
Yeah.
Because, to have the Indians name, you could always argue, or like the Atlanta Braves, which was my father's team since he was a kid. He was born in 1926. And they're Boston
And they
Braves.
do the tomahawk chop, right?
Right. That's where the Atlanta comes from. You're like, oh, it's the fighting spirit of the Native American and that. But they always had these horrible caricatures.
Right. Yeah.
And
is it Wahoo?
There's a character Wahoo.
No, that's Chief Wahoo of Cleveland, but I think he's gone now.
Okay.
Oh, I wish Mike Doyle was here because he probably remember.
Yeah.
And they had what was there was a Native American. It was actually Native American because I used to watch the Braves games because it used to be on channel. What was TBS channel 17? So you could watch them anywhere.
Yeah.
What was his name? They call him Chief, something about Homer, like hit a homer or something, but that's not quite it. Because when you see Hank Aaron hit the 715th home run where he surpasses Babe Ruth, and he had death threats for the entire offseason because he hit 713. He was one away from tying Babe at the end of the 72 seasons. And he got all these death threats and stuff. And the Chief is out there too. And they used to have a wigwam out there.
Yeah.
So even that, I'm sure that's, I don't say I'm sure, I'm certain we all know that's offensive to Native Americans, and that time is gone too. So I don't know what the Braves are going to do, but the Indians, which seems ridiculous when you think about it, are going to change their name.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Redskins. But why is this man running to be the last president of the Confederate States of America, where the actual one and only first and last president, Jefferson Davis, didn't exactly have, a distinguished career there.
It's all about that. All about that base. He's just going all in with the base.
You're talking about a base inside a base.
I know, but it's
insanity.
But that's what worked for him the first time, so he's doubling down. He's going all in with the base, all in.
And the military is going forward. The Marines have already banned the rebel flag, the battle flag.
Yep.
Folks, that's not the Confederate States of America flag. That's the battle flag they had on the field.
Yeah, yeah.
And and Mississippi, there's some things I thought I'd never see.
Yeah.
Legalization of marijuana, African American president, and Mississippi's going to change its flag and take that out.
Yep.
And their flag has had that since the old Southern Democrats retook the government after Reconstruction, where I think states like Arkansas only added it after Brown v. Board of Education, Brown versus the Board of Education, which mandated an end to segregation. But it's just amazing. And then when I would be in the Army, and then you'd realize you're in a base that was named after a Confederate general.
It really is bizarre.
This is really strange,
It really is.
And some of them weren't even good generals. They just decided to tack their names on,
Yeah, it is very strange.
Yeah, and that he would for what? I mean, for what?
Yeah, I know.
It's just bizarre. And then to defend something. I mean, the whole world, that Redskins, it's just, how could it be? That franchise is worth billions.
Yeah.
How could it be? How could it have been in 1980? How could it have been in 1990, 2000, 2010, or 2020? So Black Lives Matter matters.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, the Honorable Heidi Hamer is in the Facebook live chat, and she's asking, is Eric sweating? Are you sweating over there, Eric?
No, he has that spray bottle of oil.
Oh. No, I'm not so sweaty right now. No. I was sweaty when I got here a while back. Though.
Well, when he's off camera, he spritzes himself.
That's one for the soundboard.
Heidi, would you like to come here and man the fern?
Oh, would you enjoy that?
She has big fern. You bring a big fern from your backyard.
Oh, boy.
Would you like the Honorable Heidi Hamer to fan you with a big fern?
If she had nothing better to do.
Well, what could be better to do than that?
How many people can be in the studio, though?
Well, I mean, as long as
6 feet.
If she's masked, I think she's okay to stand close to Eric with the big fern, right?
Now,
it would really have to be up to Eric what he's comfortable with.
So she could be dressed as provocatively as Easy G, but she does have to wear a mask.
Right.
Okay.
Right. And no side boob.
Okay.
That would be prohibited.
Okay.
Jenny is suggesting that you actually have a Trump phone, not a Obama phone. There, Easy
Could be, yeah.
And Mike Pelopita says it's all the heat that you're giving off that makes it seem like you're sweating.
All right.
Yes, it's all that heat. By the way, so the entertainment report, do you want to do that in the second hour?
Yeah, that'd be good because right now we're going to use the boys' room.
Okay. You going to go wipe off all that sweat?
Yes.
Good. Very good. All right.
Yet more genderism.
And once again, he laughs knowingly.
Wouldn't you?
Well, yes. Oh, Jordan Fox is in the Facebook live chat. Hello, Jordan. Jordan is from Texas, I believe. So I hope you're safe. I know that COVID is really spiking there. Jordan's a top fan. He says, Matt, Easy G, and Hopwood, the triumvirate has assembled. Yes, we're triumvirate.
Bobby, we're going to launch a coup and take over the station.
Oh, my God. Bobby Champagne says a few more failed rallies and maybe the Orange in Chief will stop having them. Well, I certainly hope so.
I don't think he can stop.
I don't think he can either. It's what he loves. I mean, I've never gotten the impression he really enjoys the presidency itself. I think he loves, it's like a musician who doesn't want to be in the recording studio, wants to be on stage.
Well, he's a narcissist, a malignant narcissist.
Yes.
I've never seen anybody screw up as much. Nobody at that level. No president has ever done it. Nobody, I've seen Jimmy Carter fall there under a lot of pressure. Gerald Ford was an amiable boob.
Right.
Nixon fell, ground to a halt, but Nixon was a very intelligent man and very well respected, but for his failings,
Yes.
Which was, we understand now, rooted in alcoholism. He was an alcoholic and it helped ruin him.
Yes.
And I've never seen anything like this. Everything this guy touches turns to spit. Let's just say spit.
It's unbelievable. There's a Rick Wilson book that I'm going to read. My mother suggested it called I don't know if you're familiar with Rick Wilson. He's a Republican strategist, but he's a never Trumper. And he's written a book called Everything Trump Touches Dies.
It's true.
And I know.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And now he's attacked Bubba Wallace.
Yes.
It's insanity.
I know, but it's all about that base.
But it's that base doesn't really even exist. I think you're just talking about a handful of psychopaths.
He's the basket of deplorables.
No, wasn't that that was a much bigger basket?
I mean, look, somewhere in deep in Alabama, Billy Ray Joe Jim Bob loves all of this stuff. He's like, that's my guy.
Well, are you finding that the people that got mesmerized by him, that you've been shocked by, are still all in?
Oh yeah, I mean, look, his approval rating is like 85% among Republicans still. It doesn't. They love this stuff.
I can't believe that.
You don't believe that?
I don't believe the polls. It's got to be some type of Bradley effect. They just don't want to say. But why? I don't know.
Yeah. No, I believe. I mean, I look at social media, and no, I think I've always said most not all, but most Republicans I know, they don't just like Trump. They are deeply in love with him.
It's a psychosexual problem.
There is nothing he can do or say that will ever bother them in the slightest. He is their Lord and Savior.
Yeah, the philosophers like Marcuse and Adorno from the Frankfurt School, the school for, what they call it, well, German, let's just call it the Frankfurt School. They talked about Nazism and fascism as having deep psychosexual, roots.
Yeah.
And because how could a nation like Germany, of these people, education was broad, the working class went to schools, how could they fall for this charlatan?
Right.
And this is actually, I don't mean to insult French people because I'm part French Canadian. If there was going to be if 1900 or even 1920, you'd say, if there's going to be a Holocauster, there's going to be another fascist dictator like Hitler, it'd have been France. They've already had Napoleon III, who was like just a simulacrum of his uncle. You've already had revolution after revolution, and they had deep anti-Semitism, and it was a strange. They were always out at the barricades. Germany was much more well-ordered society.
Mm-hmm.
They created the modern educational system. It was copied, later successfully in the United States and other countries. But how can, you think about the extremities that the Weimar Republic was in, the post-World War I Republic with the Depression, and there was a lot of violence. You had the communists who would fight the Social Democrats, who would fight the fascists, and they're all fighting each other. But Hitler?
Yeah.
We're not talking about an intellectual genius there.
Right.
We're talking about somebody, if you ever read Mein Kampf, you realize this guy's a lunatic.
Yeah.
Literally,
Yeah. By the way, you're getting some love in the Facebook live chat. Jordan Fox is very impressed with your knowledge. And Jenny is begging you to be on her trivia team.
I don't really like to go out right now.
I understand.
My sisters are almost 70 years old.
Yeah,
I have to help them.
And Mike Palapita is wondering if Easy G is hiding a Thigh Master under the desk. You all right, Easy?
That's something in my eye.
Oh, it's much more simpler than that, Mike. He uses a minor league baseball, which he clenches between his buttocks and works, in a circular or orbital fashion. It does great. If you have a loved one, I'm not going to say your wife or anything, that might have a little problem with droopiness. Hey, it works well for Easy. Could work for her.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Bobby Champagne, by the way, we were talking about Uncle Gus. He says he was on at 4 p.m., and I would be watching him if he were still going. And Stefan Philbrook says, I was on the Uncle Gus show. He picked a kid next to me for some prize of the day, which was an awesome Evel Knievel toy where you would wind up the motorcycle and then press a button, and he would take off, and you can make ramps and stuff. Wow. Oh, Peter White's in the Facebook live chat. Peter White, of course, of the Morning Show with Peter White, who has very graciously allowed Easy G out of his contract to become a permanent part of this program as the entertainment reporter, our official entertainment reporter.
If anyone can get a memorial for Uncle Gus, it would be Peter White.
Right.
And all it is just name a tiny little street or something like that after him.
Well, Peter says he was never on Uncle Gus.
Oh, I thought he was.
Gus, but he says, Gus, I remember Peter talking about this once on the morning show. Gus Bernier's daughter taught my sex ed class in 1985.
Oh. Yeah, Gus Bernier, he lived out in Bedford. I remember his house.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. We'd drive by it. And
I don't know if I told you the story before, but a friend of mine, his name's Jim, and he mooned Uncle Gus.
And he mooned him?
Yep.
He mooned Uncle Gus or moved
I don't know if that story's 100% true, but...
Like a full moon?
Yeah, he told me he did it. Coming from my friend Jim, I probably believe him.
Oh. I wonder if Scumpy was ever on Uncle Gus.
I don't know. We don't really hear from Scumpy anymore.
Oh, well, he lives in faraway city now. He lives way up in Concord.
Hello to Angela Philbrook in the Facebook live chat. Bobby Champagne, I think... he is expressing some concerns about the rally and says, thankfully, sports will prove this before our schools open, about a mass gathering. Yeah, I don't feel very positive about schools opening in the fall or sports coming back at the moment.
I think schools are part of a Protestant plot and should be gotten rid of. And it's a Protestant plot that goes back to the 1630s. Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The problem is a lot of kids aren't learning on the computer, so they're going to have to try to get them to come back to school.
Right. It is challenging, yes.
Why? What do kids need to know?
Well,
that
that's
they can't
true.
pick up on YouTube or something.
That's a great point. You just Google it if you don't know it.
Right. How many kids do you think know anything? I don't remember hardly anything from high school. Do you? I remember that a male calico cat is sterile.
I know that I took 3 years of Spanish in high school and remember almost none of it.
I took 3. I must have done 5 or 6 years from junior high into college.
Really?
French. Grew up in a French-speaking neighborhood. It's all gone.
Oui or something.
Yeah, oui.
How about you, Easy G? Did you take a foreign language?
I did not. I didn't have trouble with English.
Oh, I can't imagine.
You didn't go to a parochial school when you were a little one?
Never.
Because if you went to a French, Canadian parochial school, French was part of the curriculum. And if you weren't any good by the 8th grade, they booted you out.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah, you had to keep up your French.
Joe Friday says, looking good, Easy G. Haircut looks great. Shirt is questionable, but you got potential. And he also refers to you, sir, as John Hardwood.
Those rumors are, overstated.
You can't live up to those?
Well, that's part of Matt Covington Uncut.
Unsheathed.
It's unsheathed now.
Yes.
Oh, those were the days, huh?
I know, right?
About 7 or 8 inches.
That can barely pass muster these days. It's like having a 95 mile an hour fastball. Back in 1980, that was hell of a thing. Any 14-year-old can throw 95 miles an hour.
That's right. They can watch YouTube videos and learn how.
I'll tell you what. To fix a car in the old days, you had to use something called like a motor's manual, which is all just these schematics. It's a lot easier to watch a video. You just do it. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that much you can do in a car these days, but the simple things you can do.
Joe Friday is I didn't even think to ask this, Easy G. I feel bad now. Joe Friday is asking how your mom is doing.
She's not doing the best.
Really?
No.
Oh, my God. Are we in the second half of the second hour?
Well, not quite. No.
We should talk about Native Americans and their great victory in the Supreme Court in the second hour.
Yes.
I'm thrilled by that.
Once we've done Easy G's entertainment report, of course.
Supreme Court, they had a victory today?
Yes. Like half of Oklahoma, right? Is it Oklahoma?
Yeah. Oklahoma. Where something grows, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Blah.
What does grow there?
What does he say? Oklahoma.
You like musicals, don't you, Easy G?
I do.
I don't, but I like My Fair Lady, which is based on Bernard Shaw, Pygmalion.
Uh-huh.
I like one. There's one with Jimmy Cagney called Footlight Parade.
Yeah.
And I like the Sound of Music for some reason. How could you not? I hate to say it this way, but it's got Nazis in it that get and they get foiled.
I'm not into musicals, but I love the Sound of Music.
I think it's because Julie Andrews is a genuine sex pot.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What would you think about that, Easy G? Is she still alive, right?
Yeah.
What if we get Julie Andrews to fan you with a fern?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah. Ooh, he likes that idea.
She's a little out of our price range. What about Christopher Plummer? He's 91 years old now. I'm sure he'd come cheap.
Yeah.
Even if he has won an Oscar.
Right, yeah. What about Christopher Plummer? Would you be into that?
I never heard the person.
Right.
You've never heard of Christopher Plummer?
No.
Would you prefer Julie Andrews? Careful now, you don't want to sound homophobic.
Yes, Julie or Andrews. I like Sound of Music.
Yeah, there you go.
I tell you what, I had a crush on Doris Day because they had the Doris Day show. Then I'm living in Carmel by the Sea, California, where she lives, and I bumped into her. Boy, she wasn't in her 40s anymore. 'Cause, in those days, you're in your 40s and they'd put Vaseline on the lens and they'd shoot you through gauze, so, it made you look younger.
She just died like a couple of years ago.
She made it
ripe old age.
to like 95.
Yeah.
I feel like that,
yeah. Peter White really likes Susan Sarandon, who's in her 70s now, but Peter's...
Oh, the camera's not on me, right?
But, no.
It isn't?
No. But Peter's still warm for her form.
I remember her on General Hospital. I was either in the 8th grade or freshman year of high school. Then she went on to make some TV movies, and she became a movie star.
Oh.
Took her a little while. She had those big pop eyes. Yeah, big.
Bobby Champagne says, I had her in 75, 76.
Physically, you had her?
Sounds like, Julie Andrews? Wow.
Or Susan Sarandon.
Oh, well, either one. I mean, Bobby. I mean, that's a little braggadocious of you, but that's okay. Hey, I think that's great. Good for you, man.
Boy.
Well, we'll take a very, very quick break. I'm just going to play our sponsor, and then we'll come back and we'll do. Are you ready for the entertainment report?
Yeah,
Easy.
my glasses on.
All right, here we go. Hang on a second. We'll do this.
Come on down to the Hop Knot at 1000 Elm Street, Manchester's premier craft beer and gourmet pretzel bar. Tell us more, Trudy.
We make our dough fresh every day. We make a variety of styles of pretzels and serve craft beer, cocktails, and a few bottles of wine. We do the traditional pretzel, and we have multiple flavors for that. We also do stuffed pretzels, pretzel sandwiches, free dessert pretzels, and pretzel knots.
The Hop Knot in the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street.
Welcome back, everybody. We are well into. We're actually only 2 minutes in hour number 2, which is pretty good. I'm so used to saying we are well in hour number 2 because no, we're running on time today. It's Matt Connarton Unleashed, and we are live from the studios of WMNH 95.3 FM in downtown Manchester, New Hampshire. Also on Comcast 97 in Manchester, streaming at WMNHradio.org. And on the Facebook, on the Matt Connarton Unleashed Facebook page. The number to call is 603-250-6007, 603-250-6007. You can also send a text to 617-917-4476. Tweet me at Matt Connarton or send an email to matt@ipmnation.com. Of course, you can also opine and interact in the Facebook live chat. And but I will remind you, though, the best thing to do is to call us at 603-250-6007. And it is Thursday, so we do wrap up a little bit early, not too early, but we do have the weekly die-on coming up at 6 p.m. Immediately after this show. And I do need time to wipe everything down between shows because we are in the COVID-19 era. I think I've heard Dr. Fauci say we're like in the second inning of a 9-inning game here. So why are you blowing the mic over there?
There's no sound. Is there now?
Yeah.
I thought that your job might be equated with a towel boy in a bordello.
Why is that?
It would be an imperial bordello.
Oh, an imperial one. Oh.
Yeah. Not just any bordello.
You know, that's good to hear. Well, what a relief.
Well, what would we people be several hundred years ago, without radio or, a personal computer and the internet to blog on, or Easy G with his faux wrestling career. Faux, yeah. Well, he was often the foe for the people that would come cruising through here, like Chief J. Strongbow.
Right.
But he was always the, in the black tights, the heel.
The heel, yes.
Yeah, what would we have done?
Yeah, that's
what would you have done? What would be the equivalent?
What would Easy G have done?
Towel boy at an Imperial Bordello. Now, you get close to the king and probably the queen too.
Wow, very exciting. Well, Easy G, of course, is at the news desk, and he's got his important documents. He's got his pen out. He's signing things, and he has his Hop Knot mug, of course, our wonderful sponsor.
Yes, the Hop Knot.
The Hop Knot.
Side boob.
In the Brady Sullivan Plaza at 1000 Elm Street. Right across the street there, they have delicious gourmet pretzels. They have craft beer. They have wine. You fine gentlemen have both been there and enjoyed it immensely, I know. And great place. Not only great food and great beverage, but great people as well. So we are very proud to have them as a sponsor.
Yes, and the owner's been on your show at least twice.
Yep, Trudy's been on, and Kenny's been on a couple of times. Yeah.
Oh, Kenny, yeah.
Yep, absolutely. Let's see. Oh, Jenny points out in the Facebook live chat, not only do you have your important papers and your pen, you have your glasses on. Are those new? I don't remember seeing you wear those before.
Those are new glasses.
You've got new glasses.
Brand new, yep.
Were they about $4.50 at Walmart?
No, I got them over at the iVision.
Well, that deserves an air horn.
My insurance paid for it.
Do you remember Joel? Joel always couldn't see.
Yeah.
Remember that would impact the way he read, but he would never go get real glasses.
Yeah.
Walmart. Oh, these are $3.
Oh, I know. Yeah, yeah.
Remember the time I took his glasses?
I do.
They were just cheap.
Took them by accident. Yes, yes. You thought they were yours.
Accident.
Oh, it's terrible time for Joel. Well, what have you? Oh, Easy G. I'm so sorry. Here, I almost forgot.
Easy G.
It's in my report with my crazy music.
You could sell him one of your Merkins.
Oh, right. Yes.
He'd look good in a Merkin.
All right, it's Thursday, July 9th. I hope he's still listening because I'm dedicating this brand new report to Joe Friday.
Joe Friday? He's in the Facebook live chat right now.
All right. There you go.
Wow.
I thought he died in 1984.
No, he's in the Facebook live chat. Joe Friday.
Well, I'm going to start off with they recently, I heard this on the on TV. They usually have one every year. The Granite State Comic-Con over at the Manchester, what do they call that hotel now?
The Doubletree?
Doubletree Hotel, but if you're looking forward to it this September, it's been canceled.
Ah, it's been canceled.
Is that Futari, where you dress up like some animal and people have sex with you?
No.
Oh, the
dress up as their favorite character. Like Superman, Batman.
You're thinking of
Garfield.
You're thinking of what do they call that?
Funtari?
Comic-Con.
No, the when you dress up as furries. Is it furries? When you dress up in costumes and you're looking at me like you don't know what I'm talking about.
No,
you could dress up like Garfield the cat,
right? Yes,
but I thought it was a kink.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
What's Comic-Con about? Comic book?
Yeah, comic books. You dress up as his favorite character, Superman, Batman,
and then have sex.
No,
Your
mind out of the gutter.
Oh,
my mind is not in the gutter. It's elevated. At least, what floor are we on? 3.
We're on the 3rd floor. Yes,
or the second. Deuxième étage.
Well, the Palace Theater is reopened here in great city of Manchester.
It's
great
reopened?
happiness.
Very limited capacity though.
Yeah,
this for the summer series for the kids for the next 8 weeks.
Oh,
and the only way you can get tickets is I called up the number and they said they don't want anybody coming into the theater right now, and you can't get tickets online because of all the rules about the.
What do you do? Just they miracle them to you?
Yeah, no, you got to call. You got to call 668-5588.
Said I didn't think that you said
they didn't.
I'm confused.
You
said they couldn't call.
You get your tickets.
Wait, I thought they didn't. Wait, they don't want anybody in there, but you can get. I'm so confused.
They don't want anybody going to the box office right now.
Oh, the box office. I thought they didn't want anybody in the theater.
Can you imagine being a kid having to go through all this hassle? You can't go. I guess they let them outside, right, to play, but there's no pool, nothing. And then your mother, or I'm being generous again.
Yes, you are.
Your parental unit wants to take you off to the Palace Theater to see, to torture you. That could, the whole place might be burned down by a bunch of 8-year-olds in revolution.
I bumped into one of the ushers in the.
You're an usher.
I used to work with over there, and he said they're just doing it basically 10% capacity.
10%. What is the capacity there?
800 people, but
so 8.
They had only like 30 people coming to the Beauty and the Beast yesterday. So
it's
10%, not 1%.
Right.
Okay.
I thought that was the rule. Only the 1% were allowed to go.
So they only got 3.
So they're opening up very slow.
Very exclusive.
30, it should be 80. So they were at 3/8 of capacity, which is, some type of figure. And you guys are saying, oh, let's have school. Oh, screw school.
No, I don't want to have
I can't do the stuff in my head anymore.
Unless they can have school at the Palace with limited capacity.
6/8 is...
We're living in a mixed up world right now.
It's 40%? A mixed up world.
3/8's 40%.
I am not good at math.
Anyways, a couple birthday shout outs for the month here in July.
Birthday shout outs.
So a couple people that I know. My friend Michael, Joanne, Angie, Claire.
They all have birthdays this month? How's that even possible statistically?
Can't you mention their last names?
No, we're gonna keep that silent.
What about their addresses and social security numbers?
We got a birthday here. I don't know if he's still on the Facebook Live. Texas Mike.
Texas Mike. Yes, Michael Martineau.
Yeah, that's his birthday month.
Former AWA tag team champion with Blackjack Mulligan in the late 1970s.
And my friend Heidi.
And your friend Heidi.
Not Heidi Hamer.
The Honorable Heidi Hamer?
Another Heidi.
No, she was born. She's a Virgo.
Oh.
So it's been a long time since she's been a virgin.
Right.
Well, now
Well, I
everybody
was the best
knows.
man at her wedding, and that was 40 years ago.
Right.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Wow. You've known her that long?
I've known her since 1964 when we were
Wow.
in kindergarten together, and her husband.
That'd be something to include with your birthday shout-outs, EZG, is that at during what year of each individual's life did they lose their virginity?
No, that's nothing I was going to discuss.
Well, we
on
could just
the
use
radio.
what administration.
Oh, yes. That way it's not too specific.
Right.
And a couple birthday, a couple
Glenn
of
RJ, we have to
anniversary
go back to
shout-outs.
McKinley.
Ooh. Some friends of mine, Jessica and Joshua, Beth and Andy, and another Jessica and Chris.
This isn't entertainment.
When did these people lose their virginity? I didn't
we're not
catch
going to get
that.
into that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Right now,
Maybe you just need some inspiration.
Yeah, there you go. And right now, you can go down and check it out for another couple weeks.
What do you consider losing your virginity, though?
Yeah, you don't really lose it.
There's different types.
Yeah,
different kinds. And how many? There's 7 different genders.
Right.
I'm a virgin many times over, I would assume.
Only 7? How dare you?
And you go check this
That
out.
was what it was last
There's
year.
a musical, 7 Brides for 7 Brothers.
Till 6
7
o'clock.
genders for 7 Dions.
Over at the, in town, it has a little farmer's stand till 6 o'clock tonight at Victory Park, and that's going on for another couple weeks.
What is going on at Victory Park?
Farmer's
Auctioning
stand.
off virgins.
A farmer's stand.
A
Pick up
farmer's
some
stand.
vegetables.
Can you at least
some
say it
produce.
correctly? Farmer.
Farmer's stand.
I don't want to spread gossip, but I heard the farmer's daughter lost her virginity
That's
recently.
the farmer's daughter.
Yeah.
Yes,
Farmer.
Heard that.
that's right. You heard that too, ECG?
I heard that.
Yeah.
Sounds like a musical.
Oh, but
The farmer's daughters.
Yes, it does.
Don't forget to check out the Queen City Cupcakes right here on Elm Street. So tasty. And next week, the Bookery is going to be reopening to
That
the
reminds me
public
of a Playboy cartoon from
on July
1972.
14th.
The Bookery's reopening when?
To the general public next Tuesday.
To the general
I
public?
thought it was open.
Limited hours.
Oh.
My guess.
Oh.
I think you're supposed to wear a mask.
General public was
Well,
also...
I would wear a mask.
Right, well, yeah, but will they actually enforce it? Because most places require it and then don't enforce it. Which
I
is
don't know.
part of the
They
issue.
might. They might.
What about, what's the cupcake place again?
Well, to go into a bookstore,
City
you have to
Cupcakes.
have like some type of IQ.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good
So
point.
that
For all
is-
you,
you might.
Broadway fans in New York, no more shows until next year
No more shows where?
in Broadway.
In Broadway.
Oh man, think
On
about
Broadway.
the whole generation of young, people of many genders that now you can't take them down to Broadway because they're saying, how can they? What was it? How can they go back to the farm after seeing old Broadway? We need another Dion here, the one that does the musical show.
Right. Oh, Robert
How can you
Dion.
keep them down on the farm after they've seen Broadway?
Oh.
So all these farmers' daughters, are going to be frustrated.
Right.
It's going to be a lot of anger.
Yeah, and
Not
a
seeing
lot
Broadway.
of a lot of pent up
Virginity.
frustration.
A lot of
yeah.
pent-up
Yeah.
virgins.
Mm-hmm.
Now all your NASCAR fans, the next big NASCAR race is this Saturday.
There'll be a bumper crop of virgins.
Oh,
Yeah.
a bumper crop. I like
Bumper
that.
crop. I've never had a virgin.
Oh boy! And the
I have no comment.
NBA restart. They got, like I said, it's going to be down in Florida. They're going
In
to
the
start
bubble.
July 30th. And the NHL
With the
restart
place with
is going to be
more
happening
COVID
on
than
August 1st.
What's
That's gonna be-
August 1st?
That's going to be in Canada. The
We
NHL
don't care
restart.
about Canada.
Canada.
Well, supposedly the virus is not as prevalent in Canada as it is in the
Oh,
United States.
now we know why this guy won't go to Portsmouth to see our president.
It's going to be in
Canada.
Toronto and Edmonton.
He loves Canada.
Toronto and Edmonton aren't even Canada. Canada's Quebec.
And they already started
Some Frenchmen,
yesterday.
huh?
The MLS soccer league is starting up again, and it's called the MLS Cup.
MLS.
And they're down in Florida. I don't know why everybody thinks that it's a good idea to go down to Florida to hang out and play sports, but we'll see how that lasts.
Because you don't have to wear a mask.
I don't know. And then, of course, the tentative date for the MLB restart, the Red Sox, is July 23rd.
Right.
So we'll see what that
Yep.
happens.
Would you go to the bathroom in a stadium with COVID?
I'd rather not go to the bathroom in a stadium at all.
I'm not talking.
They're dirty. They're
number
dirty
one
enough.
is fine.
Right.
You know, sometimes eat a couple of brat first or something. Too many beers, stomach gets a little weak.
Yeah. At a certain point, you don't have a choice, right?
Yeah, that's going to be gamey.
Right. Would you do that, Easy G?
If I have to go, I will definitely go.
Yes.
It's what they used
And
to
then
call
the WNBA, the
go-to man.
Women's League, is going to start up on July 24th. And believe it or
What
not,
league?
they're going to be down in Florida.
Wait, there's something called the WNBA?
Yeah, there is. And they're down in Florida.
That's
I don't know why all these
genders,
sports,
women.
Matt, think that it's a good idea to go down to Florida to restart their season.
I think it's probably a bad idea to go to Florida for any reason.
I know.
I haven't been to Florida since 1976.
I've actually never been.
And then some local events here. The
That's something we
Fisher
did.
Cats, since they have no baseball, they're having other crazy events.
Like what? Tractor pull?
No, movie night. They have Toy Story 2, and you have to get online to get tickets. And they're for July 18th, coming up next week at 7:30.
Why do they have a bullfight?
I don't think there's anybody at the.
There's a bullfight?
At the box office. I think they furloughed everybody. So
Wait, I wasn't listening. The bullfighting?
I say, why not
Movie
have like
night.
a bullfight?
Oh,
or bear
night.
fighting.
You have to get tickets online. So
They have a bullfight at the WNBA?
That would be something, huh?
No,
I
movie night.
might even watch TV to see that.
That'd be exciting. There's basketball going on, and then a bull runs out.
But you know, if you want a sport where there's not a lot of human beings, I guess that's what we have to call everybody now
Right,
out
yes.
there.
Of unspecified
well,
gender,
you could have
yes.
one human being and a bull or a bear or some critter. Wouldn't you, watching some guy, preferably a Magamite, you know, one of these guys from Duck Dynasty type of thing,
Uh-huh.
you know, that think they're the Deliverance, you know, was made just last year or something, some hillbilly, and with a grizzly bear, and just hand-to-hand combat. Or most you can give them like, you know, like spring knife. Or
Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that.
I'd watch that.
That'd be something, huh?
Palace Theater Summer Series tickets for the kids are $10.
Wouldn't you like, after all these years, to see the bear or bull, that they win?
I'd go see that at the Palace Theater.
I love, didn't they have a rodeo here before everything happened? Watching bull riding's great. Oh, when that bull stomps on somebody.
Yes, yes.
Well, they had some bull riding back at the.
They did
this
this
year
year.
over at the Snow Arena.
Yeah, I heard about it
Last
only
fall.
too late.
Which would you
I saw it in California because rodeo's big there.
Which would you rather see, EZG? A man stomped by a bull, or a terrible crash in NASCAR?
Oh, that would be. We could put them
Neither
together.
really. I don't like to watch the big crashes.
What do you have, like morals and ethics? Or
I would. Why don't we
like
put
that.
bears in?
this guy.
We'll put the bears in the stock cars, but they'd be too small. When they, how about those big? What do they call them? They used to have them down in Atlanta. Those monster trucks.
Yes.
Throw a grizzly bear in
They were supposed
there.
to come this year to the arena, but they got canceled because.
Good God, wouldn't that be
virus.
exciting? You have all this kind of dirt, like motocross. You've watched motocross, right?
Yeah.
Where but instead of you put all these rednecks out there, and bears either on like a motorcycle, or preferably both motorcycles and monster trucks. How many? And I'm sure you could train them to drive these vehicles.
Yes.
How many of these rednecks can they stomp out? Oh man, talk about betting, right? The only reason baseball is even having a season because it wants to cash in. It has an interest in online betting.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that should work out really well in the sport known for cheating, right?
Yes.
All right.
Pete Rose will be the new commissioner. That'd be exciting, huh?
I think EZG's discouraged. I'll help you, EZG. Here we go.
All right.
Would you pay to see a grizzly bear tear a redneck apart?
Probably not.
Oh boy.
We'd give him a fighting chance. Him, her, Z, her.
We got a couple other events coming up in between here.
Even Trump, I bet Trump would be into it.
Oh, boy.
He'd be like the next commissioner after he gets unceremoniously, canned from the White House.
No. That's his base. He can't participate in that.
Isn't he? Yeah, he's not very bloodthirsty. That's all just a joke.
Go
All right.
ahead. Go ahead.
All right, we got the Songwriter of the Year coming around again, Amanda McCarthy.
Oh, yes.
I was going to go see her the other day at Panucci's Music
She
Bar.
was at Panucci's the other day.
I did, but I didn't go because I just don't feel safe going to different bars at the moment.
Because if
of
you
the virus
started
going
crying in public, you might get pummeled.
Well, I just don't feel safe going to different establishments because of the
What
the
kind
virus
of
going on.
establishments?
Well, restaurants and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But anyways, if you feel safe going, she's going to be coming to the Botello's again on the 21st
Where?
on Tuesday at 6 o'clock.
Otello?
Botello's restaurant here in Manchester.
Fratello.
Oh.
That's a nice
And I've never
place.
heard it play here before, but she's coming to the 2 days later, July 23rd, the Cactus Jack. Right
Oh.
here in Manchester at 6 o'clock.
That's out on South Willow Street.
Normally, I would go follow her all around town, but I just don't feel safe going to a lot of different restaurants.
How would you feel about her coming in and fanning you with a giant fern?
That would be excellent.
Yeah.
And speaking of other...
Oh, about 7 or 8 inches.
Yeah, speaking about other fine establishments, the right now everything's online, but the guy that has a show right here on channel... on the radio here, Robert Dion.
Yes, through the
One of the
stage door.
Dion, the sextuplets.
Still doing some things online, so you can call get some information at 669-7469, or you can check the website majestictheater.net. So right now they're trying to get some live shows going, but it's a slow process.
Where?
Majestic Theater.
Oh, yes, of course. Oh, that's, right.
So I might want to check that out.
Yeah, how do you keep all this stuff organized, EZG? It's amazing, all these papers you have.
Well, it's not really a lot of paper. I
Yeah,
got rid of a
he
lot of
loses
them.
the important papers that are important to his life.
Oh, that's right.
You know,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah, true. I lost that one at the library. I think I lost that one at the
At the bear baiting
at the bank yes.
contest.
But once the Social Security office reopens, then I'll get that important piece of paper.
Oh, good. Yes.
Today's Thursday.
Yes, it is.
Is that Vendredi or is Vendredi Wednesday?
Oui.
Ah.
I feel almost embarrassed to mention this. I used to say it was a great time to be a wrestling fan.
Oh, I know.
But now I have to redo that. I have to cross that out and saying I'm embarrassed to be a wrestling fan.
Why don't you say it's a great time to be a wrestling fan?
Oh, it's not even that. I know where you're going with this. I'm embarrassed too.
Yes, because they have another pay-per-view. I guess it's going to be down in Florida again. Everything's in Florida.
Yeah.
They think it's a great idea to hang out there. But July 19th, they got
It's a
Extreme
plot.
Rules, and they got the horror show. 'Cause I guess it isn't a horror show. Isn't that funny now?
I don't know why they don't do that in October when it's time for Halloween.
But I think lately the wrestling has been a horror show.
Yes, it's very, very hard to watch lately.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the Matt Hardy and that
Matt Hardy?
Matt Hardy. Broken
Matt
Matt
Hardy.
Hardy. Yes.
Broken Matt Hardy and Sheamus, that storyline about him.
Oh, the guy that made the
With the
racist
alcohol.
comment?
No, with
Oh,
the
Jeff.
alcohol.
You're thinking of Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy.
Yes.
I don't like that storyline. I don't know about you, Matt, but
Yeah, I haven't
making
paid
fun of his drinking.
much attention to it. Are you done with your entertainment report?
No, not
It was
he's
just a-
only into August.
It was
then
just
we got
it
to
was just a commentary that
January
I don't like
2023.
the way the wrestling is going these days, but making fun of a guy that has a drinking problem.
No, but you're putting away your papers. I didn't know if
Yes,
you were done with
that was just a commentary.
Oh, let me play you out.
That was just a commentary. I don't like the storyline with Jeff Hardy and Sheamus. With Sheamus making fun of him because he's an alcoholic.
I agree.
Yeah, he'd be on the yes list. Just like Gonzo.
What a wonderful entertainment report, EZG. Thank you
I
so
tried.
much.
It's hard to get information because I don't have capability of hitting the library because it's been closed for months.
Right. And
Why-
yet somehow
you asked
somehow I got a
Daryl
little bit
Dion
of
for a
information.
computer. He's giving you everything else.
he has.
He's giving him a TV, hasn't he?
Daryl. Oh, that's right. How is the TV that you got from our friend Daryl Dion?
DVD
Well,
player.
it seems to be working halfway decent. The only problem is sometimes the volume will go off. So I don't know if it's anything to do with the cable company, the Comcast, or it's something to do with the television. But I'm not going to complain because I got the TV for nothing.
That's right.
I think it has more to do with the might be a loose wire in the back of the television because all of a sudden the volume will go out, and then I have to take the thing out back and plug it back in, and then magically the volume will go back on.
It's magic. I just want to say, EZG, you're getting some love in the Facebook live chat. Joe Friday really enjoyed your entertainment report and said, great job, Eric. And Bobby Champagne says a report and commentary. Wow. And Fajona Davis says, you guys are awesome. Your show is very colorful. Thank you.
Wow.
Yes.
I don't know if that was meant for me or the other guests on the show.
We've been in color, I think, since 1962.
I don't think we should go down that road.
Oh, right. Uh-huh. Yeah.
I never thought I'd be on air with two 50-something bottle babies. Look at him sucking it down.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Those power drinks.
Well, they say you're supposed to take a lot of water when you take some medicine.
Right.
Yeah. Otherwise, they're just stuck in your throat.
It's important to stay hydrated.
Right.
And that's another thing. When you take medicine, you're supposed to take a lot of water.
Right. And in Russian, vodka is vodka and voda is water. So,
Oui.
It's a legitimate, mistake. Vodka,
sure.
Water.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They both have consonants and vowels. Bobby Champagne says, yes, very professional today. He's definitely upped his game. Very nice.
I try.
And somebody else had said something and I lost it. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. Somebody else made a nice comment. Where did it go? I don't know. Well, anyway, everyone loves you, EZG.
I try.
Except on the morning show, apparently. I am surprised how easily Peter White was willing to let you go.
Well, still a lot of places are closed, so it's not. It's limited entertainment that I can talk about.
Do you think that's what it is, or do you think he was just tired of the church stuff?
Well, there wasn't any church stuff today because
I know.
What's the church stuff?
Still a lot of the church stuff is. Still a lot of churches that I usually attend are still closed.
Well, very often EZG.
How many churches do you go to?
He'll include it as entertainment report. All these church events. He goes to like 7 or 8 different churches.
Well, First Church is still closed, and the Grace Church is still closed, and Manchester Christian Church is still closed. Those are the 3 churches I usually attend.
Are there any churches that are open?
Yeah, well, the Catholic churches are open, but I don't technically go there anymore.
The Catholic churches are open, so the churches where you actually go up and you share a chalice of wine with everybody.
Well, I don't think they're doing that right now. So
I was raised Catholic, so I can say that.
I don't think they're doing that anymore because of the virus.
Yes. Oh boy.
Do you ever have troubled dreams? EZG.
What?
Do you ever have troubled dreams?
Troubled dreams?
Right.
I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I thought you learned to wrestle when you were an altar boy.
I was never an altar boy.
Oh, so that's just a false, one of those fake news stories.
Mm-hmm. Fake news.
Yeah, I was never an altar boy.
I thought that, what was it? Is it Reverend Bruno Scarducci?
I haven't heard from him in a long
Father Bruno Sarducci from the Vatican. I think he gave up on me. I think he gave up on trying to talk me into getting a ride to With the Jesus.
Yeah, I think he did.
Was it EZG he was tormenting about his past?
No, it was Peter
or was
White.
That somebody else?
It was Peter White.
Yeah, he didn't like some of the things that Peter White had said about one of his colleagues.
Yeah,
So-
a creepy priest.
Mm-hmm.
We can definitely say you did not learn wrestling, amateur, semi-pro, whatever, in your tender years.
No.
Okay. And they were tender, were they not? Do you have good memories of childhood?
Oh, yeah. Why, you don't?
I don't make the news. I just report it. I'm interviewing you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, we don't know much about EZG's childhood.
No, we don't. Now that we found out that he didn't learn wrestling,
Oh, boy.
as a child. When did you learn to wrestle? Like junior high school?
Oh, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's so mysterious.
Did you meet your wife at a wrestling match?
No.
Did you take her to wrestling matches?
She hated wrestling.
That's
here
right.
we go.
You've told that story on the air about how she got mad at you and your friends because you had ordered WrestleMania one year.
Right.
And she was trying to sleep or something, and you guys were making all kinds of noise, hooting and hollering.
How can you not watch wrestling and not hoot and holler?
Right. Well, I've never hooted and hollered. I'm not much of a hooter and
then
hollerer.
My friend Jim broke my futon.
That's right, and she was really mad.
Because
I was mad.
Oh, you were mad.
Because you and Jim were wrestling when you should have been in bed with your wife?
He was a little bit overweight, and he was jumping up and down, and he broke it.
Right.
He didn't mean to do it, but...
Well, chubby. Hey, we don't judge at Matt Connarton uncouth.
He didn't mean to do it.
Right.
Chubby chasing, that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
okay, she was just a jealous wife, you know.
And no
She's out there wrestling on the futon with some fat guy.
Yeah. Well, no fat shaming here, but
No.
fat.
But
So I can say fat.
He's lost a lot of weight since, so...
Have you wrestled on a futon? Have you wrestled another man on a futon?
Wrestled a woman on a futon. Does that count?
No.
Didn't break, I'll tell you that.
Would you prefer?
She got the best of me.
Would you have preferred? Would you have been less mad if you were if this happened while wrestling a woman on the futon?
There was no wrestling involved. He was just jumping up and down.
I thought you were
jumping up and down. Huh? That's quite the metaphor. Huh?
I thought you had given him a pile driver.
No.
Ooh.
Oh, God.
What?
Oh, my God.
There's a song about that. You know, Coco Beware has that song from the wrestling album.
I think they disallowed that move in wrestling now.
Sometimes love is like a pile driver.
I don't think they're allowing power drivers anymore in WWE.
I'm going to play that at the end of today's show. They don't. You're right.
You didn't have a referee at your in your bedroom that time, right? Or in the living room. Why was the futon? Oh, was your wife in a bed in the bedroom, and the futon was like furniture?
Right.
Well, I was so poor at the time I had a futon, it was a bed, you know?
Yeah.
Couldn't afford mattress and that.
God knows what happened to it by now.
Well, after it got broken.
I think my father
Probably your wife took it out and burned it after what happened on it.
I think my father tried to fix it.
Why would your father try to fix the futon? Did he know what happened?
Well,
Seems kind of like satanic.
This piece of wood was cracked.
Ooh, cracked wood.
Oh, no.
Oh. You are a man of mystery, aren't you?
He really is. There's so much we don't know about him.
I have a feeling that like 30 or 40 years ago, he was a genuine sex pot.
I don't think there's much you don't know about me. I've said too many things on the radio as it is.
You have revealed quite a bit.
Even my mother said that the other day. She goes,
Did
Eric,
she?
You said too much on the radio.
Oh.
I said, you're right, Mom, I did.
Oh.
Are you attracted to any of the women politicians, if we can use that word, here in Manchester? And if so, would you actually go door to door for them if that was allowed?
Well, I don't think we're really supposed to talk about Manchester stuff on the radio.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That is
How about,
true.
we'll just say New Hampshire politicians. You know.
Oh, since you're already
Gene
full of-
Shaheen's not from Manchester.
You're right.
Right.
I don't think I'd go door to door for her either. No, I'm not a big fan.
You wouldn't go door to door for Gene with.
I wouldn't go door to door for anybody. I'd be honest.
Would you?
Maggie Hassan?
Would you want Gene Shaheen to fan you with a giant fern?
No.
Okay.
That would be something.
That would be.
No.
I bet Maggie Hassan would do it. She loves the station.
Does she?
Yeah, she called in Peter's show like a couple months ago.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you wish you were the entertainment reporter that day, Easy G.
Oh, boy.
Why don't you give Gene Shaheen a call? What, he's looking at me like I'm Billy. Oh, that's right. Now I understand the little contretemps with Billy Shaheen. Let's just, back out of this. Because he did have a contretemps, a dust-up with Billy Shaheen.
Oh.
That was in the library. Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did Billy Shaheen break your futon?
No.
Was he the one that was jumping up and down?
No.
Oh. Yeah, he is a little long in the tooth for Easy G.
Yeah.
How old are you, Easy?
52.
52.
Yep.
Joe Friday feels that you're making Easy G uncomfortable. Is John making you uncomfortable, Easy G?
Sometimes he does.
Oh.
Ooh.
That's a revelation.
Well, thankfully the show's over in a few minutes.
Oh, no.
And thankfully nothing I'm asking about has anything to do with reality.
Right. Well, that's true.
That's true.
There is no wrestling career.
Would you like to? Oh! He's reaching for the bat.
I know when you first saw this bat, you said, "This is for anybody that comes into the show that's not allowed."
That's right. That's right.
You said, "I'm going to throw it."
I did say that. Yes. Wow.
All the way to the door. 'Cause this was back when you were only one allowed in the studio.
That's right. Yes, when we first resumed. Right, and then Trump said everything's cool now. COVID-19 is over, and then we were able to resume having guests.
Well, they had these Mike Pence. That's his name. Yeah, VP.
Yes,
he was on yesterday and talking about the COVID, and he was wearing a mask.
Yeah, he finally Pence is finally wearing a mask. I do love these coronavirus task force briefings they do now, where Trump isn't even there. And then Pence comes out and does all the happy talk about how great everything is. And then, Fauci and Birx come out and give us the reality, which is essentially the entire opposite of everything Pence tried to present.
I wonder if his vice president is coming Saturday, or if this is going to be Pence.
No,
it's going to be
not.
the president.
Yeah, it'll just be Trump.
But I wonder why the science behind Pence wearing a mask and Donald Trump not wearing one. I wonder if they argue about that.
No, I think Pence probably just wants to figure out how to save himself so he can run for president in 2024.
I thought it was Tucker Carlson who was the favorite. No.
But what if Trump loses in this election coming up?
Oh, he's going to.
Okay, well, this hypothetically say he loses, and would
he can't run if he's a felon in jail. Easy.
Will Pence still be available? I mean, will Pence still run in 4 years later?
Yes, I think he
will.
will.
But he would probably be like Dan Quayle.
Right, yeah, probably.
It's Tucker Carlson.
His odds will be better if Donald Trump wins again.
Well...
Oh, you think?
No, because the whole country will probably get sucked into some type of black hole opened by the Antichrist.
Yes.
Oh, boy.
I don't think Joe Friday is a fan of you, John. He said... John, why don't you run to Forbidden Fruit and leave us all alone? Did you go to Forbidden Fruit that day? Gonzo was going to bring you to Forbidden Fruit?
I have no idea what that is.
Oh.
And Joe Friday, why don't you get a real name?
Oh, right. You
said one of my heroes.
Oh.
Jack Webb.
Just the facts, man.
Yeah.
I hear Dragnet sometimes on Sundays when they play the old-time radio shows, which I love.
Yeah.
CBS Radio
He started in 1949. Yeah, I used to love to listen to those.
Whatever happened to that
stories
sports guy that used to be
mysteries.
on at 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. on CBS Sports Radio?
Huh?
The guy with that raspy voice?
Oh, Scott Farrell.
Whatever happened to him?
He was doing some sports gambling show on some online network that I guess offered him a ton of money. But I don't know if that's
is that what happened?
But I don't know what happened to that with COVID. So I don't know. I miss him. I got completely addicted to listening to him.
Yeah, I liked him, but now he's gone.
Kyle Heavey does a fantastic impression of him.
Oh, all right.
He nails it. He everything.
I haven't heard that one.
Yeah, really good.
Huh.
Stephen Philbrook says, the idea of wearing a mask to protect others from you, Trump only cares about himself. He'll never wear a effing mask. Orange Fuhrer. Well,
is he still orange?
Oh, he's more orange than ever. It's summertime.
No kidding.
Yeah, in the summertime, he's more orange than.
Is that his face or his hair?
Well, his face is orange. I mean, his face matches his hair pretty much. Yeah. Well, that's actually though. You all right, Easy?
Yep. Just taking a snooze.
I thought the Hulk was about to come out when he mentioned that forbidden fruit.
I know, right?
Going to rampage down there.
One of the theories about why Trump won't wear a mask is that he doesn't want to get his makeup on it because he wears that orange makeup. Because people have noticed
it's orange makeup. It's not. It's sprayed on, right?
Yeah, I don't know. It's very mysterious. It's almost as mysterious as Easy G's childhood. People have noticed that sometimes you'll see on his shirt, like there'll be like smears of orange on Trump's shirt collar.
Why would he wear orange makeup?
I don't know.
Was he a clown?
John Boehner.
Yes. Ding, ding, ding.
Is it Boehner or Boner?
Boehner. John Boehner?
Boehner.
Well, it's spelled Boner.
Yeah, he was orange, but
that's true. Well, he's more of a tan.
It was a tan, but it was strange orange.
Yeah.
So I covered him, and I was standing right next to him.
I remember at some roast or something where it was very lighthearted. Obama, it was during Obama's presidency, obviously, when Boehner was House Speaker, and Obama made a joke about how he and John Boehner had so much in common. For example, they were both people of color. And Obama, what a delivery. That guy, he could have gotten into stand-up comedy. He knew how to deliver a joke.
He could speak.
Yeah.
He was a very good speaker.
Yes.
I saw him in Portsmouth. Was it 2012? Him and Mitt had dueling rallies.
Yeah.
Mitt had one at St. Anselm, Goffstown, border of Manchester.
Yeah.
And he had one in Portsmouth. I had to cover both of them the same day.
Oh.
You know?
Wow.
So Easy G, what's are you going to be appearing on the morning show in the future?
Yeah, I think I'm going on Monday. Yep.
Oh, Monday. So is that your new? What do you do on the morning show now that you're not doing the entertainment report there?
Just a normal guest now.
You're just a normal guest.
Yep.
What do you talk about? Does Peter ask you questions about your childhood?
Usually not. No.
Oh, okay. But he asks you other personal questions.
Sometimes.
Yes.
I thought the morning show is all just about self-referential stuff about the morning show.
Oh, no. I don't know. Some of it is. Well, you've always got to have some inside jokes. Lord knows we have plenty of them here.
We do?
Yes. There's a lot of self-referential humor on this program. We have a call. We'll grab this. Hi, welcome to Matt Connarton Unleashed. Who's this?
This is an important message. Do not hang up the phone. Your Google business listing is at risk of displaying incorrectly. We've tried numerous times to contact you by telephone so we can check the status of your listing.
Oh,
this
no.
will only take a few minutes of your time. Press
Is this
1
Google
so we
hell?
can quickly check the status of your Google listing to ensure it's active. If your Google listing is suspended or deleted, your business will not be shown, causing customers to think you're no longer open for business. Press 1 now to check the status of your Google listing. If you're the business owner, press 1 now. Press 2 to be removed from this list.
We should probably do this. I'm very worried. Let's see. Can I even... All right, press 1. We want to check our status. I don't know if that worked. No. I'm worried now. I tried to press 1. I want to know the status of our business.
What's Google hell?
Google hell? Is that what she said? I'm calling
Or is it
from
Facebook hell?
No, I think she said she was calling from Google hell. Yeah, I don't know.
Do you have any Google connection? What does the online go out over?
I don't know.
What's the service?
I'm very worried. You look especially panicked, Easy G.
Maybe his past is catching up with him.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Did you have something to do with this?
I don't want to say.
What is a Google Easy G?
That's a company that you go on if you want to get information.
I think I think the name's based on a number, which is 1 with like 100 zeros that mathematician coined like in the 1960s.
Oh, yes.
Google.
It's a huge number.
Google.
Googleplex?
And then it becomes like that. I think Google, it comes out of that.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It was a mathematician, and it was just a name I think his grandson gave him, but it was just a number for certain exercises they were going to do.
Joe Friday says, easy, we have your back. Pretty sure someone has... sorry. Let me scroll up here. Pretty sure someone has Hoppy's front. Can't remember his name. Ooh, Joe Friday does not like you.
Well, go,
That
was really funny.
Ooh.
Real wit.
You've been called out.
Anybody that doesn't say something to your face in person, you're not being called out.
Right. So you'd prefer that he say it to your face.
They never
my
do.
Face.
They never
Come
do.
say it in my face.
Hey, I was
Well,
crossing.
let's say, come and say it in person.
I was crossing the street after leaving the show, and this guy was. Did I already tell you the story? Speeding in a drop top Pontiac, and then he stopped, and I crossed, and I look, and it's one of the unmentionables.
Oh, no kidding.
I'm
Wow.
looking at him, Then he just made a little wave at me because, we'd been friends once. And I just walked across the street.
Well,
it was so funny because he'd run me down.
Well, hopefully you will be friends again someday.
I doubt that. But I don't have any animosity towards him.
Easy G once again laughs knowingly.
Yeah, I have a feeling I know who it is, but I'm not going to say it on the radio.
Yes, no.
Needless to say, he doesn't have to be talked about.
Right.
No. Right. And none of that big talk about a tempest in a teacup. That came to absolutely nothing, as people like Gonzo knew it would.
Right. Now, is Gonzo a permanent part of your television program now? It seems like he's on every week.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
He's a big baseball fan, so we're going to do a baseball show next week.
Actually, I didn't know that about him.
It was great.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Yeah, well, it's fun with Gonzo on. Easy, you should come by again. But you're not a baseball fan, are you?
Oh, yeah, I like baseball. Well,
oh, okay. Yeah. You weren't on the baseball show, though, with me and Mr. Baseball, though.
I don't think so.
No. I think you were just by yourself.
Yeah,
I prefer the radio gig. I'm not a big fan of the TV stuff.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just don't like it.
This is a nicer studio, for one thing. That studio up there is, a little cramped.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially these days, there's all kinds of protocols, right?
Yeah.
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 Well, we should start to wrap up because coming up at 6 p.m. is the Weekly Die-On. I'm surprised I haven't seen them out in the hallway yet. I assume they're coming in. I haven't heard otherwise.
They're probably over near the stairs.
Probably, yeah. Usually I see someone, I'll see Daryl Dion's mustache in the hallway. Yes. Well, it's hard to miss
Rolling on the river.
It is a great stash. So they'll be coming up at 6, so, we got to wrap up a little bit early, so I have time to wipe everything down.
What's Easy's button say?
It's the, where's Waldo? I believe I got that at the bookery right here on Elm Street.
What does it say?
It's a Waldo. Where's Waldo?
Oh, okay.
Joe Friday says, you tell Hoppy I met him in person. He was an angry guy sitting at a bar who went off on strangers. Clearly remember him.
Oh, shut up.
Wow. Oh.
Listen to somebody. I'm not just saying Lenny Bruce or something. And,
who was I talking to
get
then?
A better
the Canadian?
routine.
Yeah.
Joe Oh, I know who it is. I know who that is.
You do know who it is?
Oh, yeah. Come on, Joe. If that's you, you've changed a lot, I hear. I don't like to get into that stuff. When we're talking about easier stuff, we're all making this stuff up,
We are?
There's wrestling. Wow, you actually wrestled?
Bobby Champagne says, I met John at Christmas at the Dairy Field, and he was a gentleman and a scholar.
Oh, that's not what you said a week ago, but who cares?
Right.
2 weeks ago.
Well,
are you related to the Champagne family that owns champagnes? If he can put that up, or another time where I'm here.
Yes.
Because, my next door neighbor is related to that family. There's so many families that
well, we got to
dominate Manchester.
Thank you to everybody in the Facebook live chat, and thank you, two fine gentlemen. A stellar entertainment report, as always, EZG.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, and thank you, John Hopwood.
Yes.
If you missed any part of today's show, it'll be up in just a little bit at WMNHradio.org.
What did you say? If you missed any part of today's what?
Show.
Ooh, I think you said something else.
Oh, I think not, my friend. I think not. If you missed any part of today's show, it'll be up in just a little bit at WMNHradio.org, and I'll be back live tomorrow. The Weekly Die-On coming up next, and as promised, here it is, Coco Beware, and the song Pile Driver.